What's up, guys? So I'm a little bored. Saw a few other people do this. Some people do this yearly. I haven't done this in a while, but I felt like going through and just showing y'all my entire physical media collection. This video might be really long. I probably won't be editing this video at all because it's gonna be too long. I'll probably just straight up post it. So if there's anything weird in it, I don't know. But I have a ton of physical media. It's not just Blu-rays. Some people just do their Blu-ray collection. My Blu-ray collection is not big enough. I have a lot more regular DVDs than I do Blu-rays. Part of that's just because I'm broke. Part of that's because where I go to buy most of these, there's a town, or not a town, there's a store called McKay's that I go and buy a ton of DVDs from. But yeah, I'll probably just go through some things I like about the films, why I bought them every now and again. So yeah, let's just get into it. So first, I have these split up. So I have my regular DVDs in alphabetical. I have the movies I haven't watched, and then the movies I have watched, of course, and then I have my Blu-rays. So let's just go through the Blu-rays really quick. First, we have the Batman. What, I don't even need to say anything. It's the Batman. I actually have these Batman movies, and the other one, which I haven't seen, actually, believe it or not, I have not seen Batman and Robin yet. So I bought all these, and they all look exactly the same. I think they were all released as a set. So I bought all these. I actually bought them all like individually, which was strange. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, so those movies. Bike Riders, bought this at Barnes & Noble, of course. Recent film, made my top 10 movies of the year. It's really good. Next, we have The Blind Side. This movie is not perfect, but it's a pretty solid movie. Most of these movies are movies I like, because I don't just want to own a movie to have a movie. So yeah. Next is Cloverfield. Really fun found footage horror movie. Kind of horror, I guess. It's horror-ish. It kind of brought chills down my spine, though. Detective Pikachu, I've owned this movie for a while now. This is just a fun watch. Ryan Reynolds is a lot of fun. I really like Justin Smith in this. I think I've only ever seen him in this and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I still need to check out Saw the TV Glow, which he's in. Next, Guilty Pleasure Spielberg film, The Fabelmans. I wanted to buy this one on 4K, but I just went ahead and got it on Blu-ray because it's a lot cheaper. What can I say? This film is another guilty pleasure. This was on my top 5 for a long time until I realized it wasn't nearly as good as I thought it was, but it's still in my top 100 movies of all time. Next, we have Hoosiers. This is a recent buy. I've only seen this film once, and that was super recently, actually, but I really enjoyed it. Pretty solid sports movie. If you haven't seen it, I'd say go check it out. Oh, Inception for sure. I had this movie on DVD, but then I found it on Blu-ray, so I just decided to buy it just because DVD looks 10 times better than, or Blu-ray looks 10 times better than DVD. And this is a movie you need to see on something. I want to get this movie on 4K, but so I just need to fork up and buy it. Jaws. This is another one. I don't have to say anything. It's Jaws. It's Spielberg. It's a classic. The Lego Ninjago movie. I used to really love this movie when I was younger. It's just a lot of fun. I don't know what else to say. This is a movie I think was given to me for like Christmas or something, and it's a movie that reminds me of another time, you know? Just one of those. Another one of those, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Saw this one in theaters. It's a lot of fun. Super underrated. I don't see enough people talking about this movie. You hear more about like How to Train Your Dragon and Shrek, which are better movies, of course, but still pretty good. Another one is The Penguins of Madagascar. I don't own any of the other Madagascar movies except this one, but this one is so much fun, and it's great. I don't have to say anything. It's Prince of Egypt. Come on. I spent probably a little too much money on this. I think I spent $15 on this, but what can I say? It's the Prince of Egypt. Psycho. I love the cover art of this DVD. It's super cool. Classic. I need to check out some more Hitchcock. I bought several Hitchcock movies. I just haven't watched them yet, and we'll get to those in a little bit. Spaceballs. I'm excited for Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money. That's what they should call it, at least. It's a lot of fun. I saw this film when I was really little. Probably shouldn't have seen it as young as I was, but it was still a lot of fun. And I love Star Wars. So what can I say? Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's brilliant. It's amazing. It's so good. So good. No Way Home. I owned this one on digital before I owned it on physical, but I think I found this at Target one time and I just bought it because I just want to own it physically too. Super 8. This is another recent watch that I found. It's a lot of fun. J.J. Abrams, gosh, the lens flare, you can just even see on the back, all the lens flare. He uses that a little too much. This DVD's kind of scuffed up, so I might try to find another version, but still a pretty good movie. That Thing You Do, super underrated movie. If you haven't seen this movie, please go watch it. It is so good. It's a lot of fun. Tom Hanks' directorial debut, I'm pretty sure, at least. It's got Steve Zahn in it, and it's got Tom Everett Scott, who both played the dad in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, different movies. But it's such a good movie. Please check it out. Next, we have Titanic. This one's kind of weird, because look how thick that is. Compare that to like a normal one, it's kind of crazy. But I don't know. This might be a guilty pleasure for me. I think a lot of people think this movie's overrated, but it's really good. Moneyball, one of my favorite movies of all time. Super good. One of the best sports movies of all time. Just the genius of just Billy Beane and Jonah Hill's character is amazing. This film is so fun. I love baseball. I love sports in general. And if you're like me and you love sports, it's a great movie. Last one of these is Terminator 2. I just recently found that. I hate that sticker's on there. That's a pet peeve of mine. That, and when somebody like writes their name on it, drives me insane. Please don't do that. Just please. But Terminator 2, this movie's super good. I also have the first one. We'll get to that in a little. But it's Terminator 2. What else can I say? It's a masterpiece. Okay, next, let's just start moving into my regular DVDs. This is going to take a bit. Armageddon. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good movie. It's not perfect. It's not amazing, but it's still really good. This is one I need to rewatch, but Employee of the Month. I might be getting rid of this movie soon. I got this movie for free. That's why I have it. But, I mean, it's pretty solid. I don't remember a lot about it. But, yeah, it probably needs a rewatch. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 1. Both the Amazing Spider-Man movies. My English teacher actually gave these to me, which was kind of weird. But, you know, free movies. 300. Another great, like, man flick. That sounded weird. Another great, like, just dude movie. It's a lot of fun. 42. Jackie Robinson film. Late, great Chadwick Boseman. Harrison Ford's in this movie. It's another great baseball movie. 12 Angry Men. This movie is a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. One of my favorite films of all time. Super amazing. I need to rewatch this film. It's been a while. It's just so good. If you haven't seen this movie, please go watch it. Baby Driver. This film's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just a blast. It's just a straight up blast. And even on the back, it just says, a blast. Would you look at that? It's Baby Driver. What can I say? So these go together. The Dark Knight Returns movies. They're animated. They're really good. Probably better than The Dark Knight Rises, honestly. That movie was really bad. But I would check those out. One of the better DC animated films. I've only seen a few of those. Those, and then the one where like Superman lands in Russia. I've seen that one. That one's alright. I actually got rid of that one. I had that one, but it wasn't amazing, so I got rid of it. Next is Beetlejuice. What can I say? It's a lot of fun. The sequel was great. and it's just Beetlejuice. This is another guilty pleasure, Big Hero 6. I kind of grew up on this movie. I saw this in theaters when I was little. It's really good. That was his mistake. Yeah, the villain's pretty stupid, but it's still a lot of fun. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is like a yearly rewatch for me. I watch this film way too much and love this film way too much. I love 80s films so much, and that's probably part of it. Braveheart. I think this was the first R-rated film I've ever seen, was Braveheart. I need to give this one a rewatch too. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Mel Gibson's great. I love these early 2000s, late 90s action films. This and like Gladiator. They're great. Bruce Almighty. I actually might be getting rid of this one just because I don't love this film. It's honestly a little overrated. I'm not crazy about it, but it's Jim Carrey. Catch Me If You Can. I just recently rewatched this one. This movie is amazing. Steven Spielberg was popping off in the late 2000s. It's so good. If you like, it's not one of Spielberg's most well-known movies, but it's really good. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Leonardo DiCaprio gives a great performance. Tom Hanks is in it. Christopher Walken's in it. This movie's got a stacked cast. It's just great. Another goofy one, Captain Underpants. This film's so much fun. It's just a ton of fun. I have a few of the books over there. What can I say? Click. Another one I might need to give a rewatch. It's been a while since I've seen it, and I remember liking it, but I don't remember loving it. But Adam Sandler's so funny. Like, come on. Adam Sandler's just amazing. If you're watching this channel and you don't know that this is one of my favorite movies of all time, well, now you know. I wasn't going to say leave because I want you to stay here. Come on. It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's so good. I probably like this film more than it's not as good as I think it is, at least. But I love this film so much. That's why my name is Ferris McFly. Between that and Back to the Future, which is my favorite film of all time. Oh, it's just so good. If you haven't seen it, like, come on. Go watch this. Next one. Field of Dreams. If you think Field of Dreams is boring, you're wrong. Ghost Baseball. Amazing. Also, the bit that John Mulaney did during the Oscars last year was really funny about Field of Dreams. So emotional. It's a great movie. Finding Nemo. What can I say? It's Pixar. Finding Neverland. Another Finding movie. Really good. I did not realize Kate Winslet was in this movie until probably a few weeks ago. But Johnny Depp gives a great performance. Super underrated movie. I don't hear enough people talking about this movie. I did not know a lot about this movie until I watched it. But it's really good. It's got the kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in it. It's not a Tim Burton movie, which is strange because Johnny Depp's in it and the kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's in it. Dustin Hoffman's in it. Give this one a watch. It's a little weird, a little artsy almost. Well, it's a Miramax film, so no surprise there. But I guess I can't talk about Miramax. So, moving on. Free Guy. Sometimes you just keep a movie just because you used to love it so much. I need to quit rewatching this movie because every time I rewatch it, it just gets worse. But I still love this movie. It's got Steve the Hare Harrington in it. Come on. Ghostbusters. This is part of a 3-movie set. Bill Murray. I separated them. I took them out of the box. I think the box is somewhere around here. But it's Ghostbusters. Come on. You gotta love it. 80s movies are so good. Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Top 10 movie of all time. It's amazing. I know people that this is their favorite movie of all time. I probably won't ever get rid of this version just because it's a 2000s movie and it kind of needs to be watched on a HD DVD and not a Blu-ray. But I would still get a 4K for it. The Goonies. It's this movie's 40-year anniversary and it's coming back to theaters. I will hopefully get to go see that. It's super fun. I also watched this movie way too young. Picked this one up at Target. That's why it's got the weird sleeve. There's the original cover. Well, maybe not the original, but the better cover. But yeah, Goonies. Gremlins, another good one. I picked this one up at McKay's also. Holiday movie. This is a Christmas movie. If Die Hard's a Christmas movie, this is a Christmas movie. And Die Hard's a Christmas movie, so this is a Christmas movie. Another part of the Bill Murray set was Groundhog Day. This is a fun movie. I try to watch this movie every February 2nd, but it doesn't always go well. Another fun movie that I don't hear a lot of talk about is Head of State. It's got Chris Rock. It's a lot of fun. It's where Chris Rock runs for president, accidentally, kind of. They want him to lose for some reason. It's a lot of fun. It's got Bernie Mac in it, too. The late, great Bernie Mac. Wait, is he still alive? I feel like he died. Alexa, is Bernie Mac still alive?
Bernie Mac died on August 9th, 2008 in Chicago,
He did.
Illinois.
Rest in peace. He died before I was, he died a long time ago. I do not know how I knew that. Whatever. Yeah, Head of State. It's a lot of fun. Next, we got the Ice Age movies. I don't know why I have these. I got these for free. Okay. Next, we have 4 of the Indiana Jones movies. I'm not buying Dial of Destiny. You could pay me to buy Dial of Destiny, and I would buy it. But the first 4, or the first 3 at least, are great. Temple of Doom's a little not as good. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is slept on. A lot of people hate on that film too much. Everything until like the last 30 minutes is great. And these movies, Spielberg at his peak. Raiders is the best one, of course, too. Okay, got the next stack. Inside Out. I love this movie. It's Pixar. Come on. Inside Out 2 wasn't as good either. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a classic. It's peak. This movie is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Fight me about it. I don't care. This movie's so good. The John Wick trilogy. I have the 4th one over here too. It's in there somewhere. I'll find it. We'll get to it. I've only seen the first 3 though. I haven't seen the 4th one yet. They're amazing. I just recently rewatched the first one. These movies are so good. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I might get rid of this one too. This one was, I bought this before I actually watched it. And it's alright. They're making a 3rd one. I haven't seen the 2nd one yet, but they're making a 3rd one, so I guess we'll see how that goes. The Karate Kid. I'm telling you, I love 80s movies. I own a lot of 80s movies also. I love The Karate Kid. Cobra Kai, the first 2 seasons are great. 3rd and 4th season are a little, and I'm stuck on season 5. I can't get past it. Maybe I'll finish it up just to finish off season 6 when the rest of it comes out. Great movie, Knives Out. It's so good. Everybody talked about this movie when it first came out. I can't wait for the 3rd one coming out this year. Glass Onion's good too. I don't have it because I don't think they have done a physical media release for that. Just because they're quit making physical media. Like, come on, guys. The Lego Movie and the Lego Batman movie. This movie's good. This movie's great. This movie is so fun. It pays respect to Batman in so many different ways. It's an absolute blast. If you're a Batman fan and you haven't seen this just because you think it's a kid's film, please go watch it. It's so much fun. Next, we have the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Yeah, I just picked these up at a yard sale or something, I think. Yeah, it's the Lord of the Rings movies. What can I say? Master and Commander. I also picked this one up, not knowing what I was getting into. And I really enjoyed it. This movie isn't perfect. When Vision, what's his name? Is he on the back? I cannot remember his name. Why am I blanking on this? Paul Bettany. When Paul Bettany goes on that adventure looking for random animals and stuff, it kind of lost me. But this film's overall pretty solid. Not nearly as good as Gladiator, of course. Megamind. Peak. The Mighty Ducks. This is another one that just a childhood favorite of mine. I really like this. I was just looking at something. What can I say? It's the Mighty Ducks. Mission Impossible. This film just recently finally clicked with me, and I finally got it and understand why everybody loves this film so much. I didn't like it originally as much. It took me 3 rewatches to be able to enjoy this movie, and now I really like it. I need to see the other ones so I can be caught up when the new one comes out, but yeah. I hate buying these, but like the sets of 3 movies, these kind of go together. It's M. Night Shyamalan. It's Sixth Sense, Signs, and The Village, all in one. All great movies. The Village is a little not as good as the other 2, but they're all good. Almost dropped it. Ocean's 11. This movie's peak. What are you doing if you haven't seen this movie? This is so good. I watched Ocean's 12. It wasn't great. I haven't seen Ocean's 13 or 8. I need to catch up on a lot of these. But this movie's so good. Please go watch this. If you haven't, of course. The Patriot, it's pretty good. Heath Ledger is great. I love Heath Ledger. Rest in peace, man. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this movie's really good. I love the part where the cannon, ricochets off the ground and hits a guy in the head and just clean wipes his head off. That's a lot of fun. So, yeah, The Patriot. Paul Blart Mall Cop. This is another movie that I just need to quit rewatching because I used to love this movie, and it just gets worse with every rewatch. But yeah, Kevin James, one of the Adam Sandler buddies. Here we go. We have the other ones are in here somewhere. The first 2 Pirates movies. I have 3 and 4 over here somewhere. Yeah, the Pirates movies, the first 2 are peak. Haven't watched any of the others, surprisingly. I need to catch up on those. So yeah, the first one's a masterpiece, though. The Prestige. Christopher Nolan, guys. This movie's amazing. So good. So good. The Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith does a great job in this movie. Will and Jaden. This is the only Jaden Smith movie that I've seen that I actually liked. The only other one I've seen is Karate Kid 2010, which I kind of hated. But this movie is so, so good. I don't know if this got nominated for any Oscars, but man, this movie hits. Also, some people don't like Will Smith anymore after the controversy. I don't mind him. Ready Player One. I need to rewatch this movie again. I read the book, and the book was actually really good. A lot of people don't like this. When I watched it, I really enjoyed it, but that was before I read the book, and yeah, I just need to give this one a rewatch. Next we have Remember the Titans. Holy crap, this movie's good. What are you doing if you haven't seen this movie? Why do I even say that? Like, you should have seen this movie. You've had plenty of time. This movie came out in, 2001? Something like that. Probably later than that. Maybe 05. 06. 05. Something like that. I don't know. But Remember the Titans. Denzel was super good in this movie. One of the greatest sports movies of all time. If you can't tell, I really like sports movies. And speaking of sports movies, the Rocky movies. This is all 6 of the Rocky movies. Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Rocky Balboa. Rocky 1, masterpiece. Rocky 2, really good. Rocky 3, overrated. Rocky 4, pretty solid. Rocky 5, awful. Rocky 6, really good. Yeah, so I'll give you a quick ranking of the Rocky movies. Rocky 1, obviously, is number 1. Then probably Rocky 2. Rocky 4, Rocky 3, no. Rocky 1, Rocky Balboa, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5. I don't know. Just Rudy. Gosh, how many sports movies do I have in a row? It's another great sports movie. Sean Austin is so good. I don't even know what I have to say about that. Shawshank Redemption. Oh, I thought this was one of the open ones. I guess it's not. Shawshank Redemption, This movie's great. It's coming up on the 70mm podcast. Quick shameless plug. I have no connections, but I love that podcast. They're doing this movie next. One of the greatest of all time. For sure, one of the greatest. Wait a minute. I done darn messed up, guys. Done darn messed up. We're just gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. There we go. Okay. School of Rock. A lot of fun Jack Black film. It's Jack Black. He's a great actor. Shazam. Probably the best movie I've seen from the DCEU. Wait. This is the only DCEU movie I've watched. I'll probably go back and watch a lot of them when the new Superman movie comes out. I know I'm gonna at least watch Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. But yeah, it's great. Oh, here we go. Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 twice, just because it's Shrek 2 and that movie's a masterpiece. So what can I say? I own 2. I also own, they're different. One's widescreen, one's full screen. But it's Shrek 2. Shrek 2's one of the best. One of the best. Space Jam. This was the first DVD I ever bought. It's a great movie. Yeah. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. It's great. I love those movies. Actually, I kind of like the Amazing Spider-Man movies a little bit more. A little bit slept on. I don't know. I need to rewatch them all soon. Okay. I am proud of this. I'm so happy I have this, because I just recently found this at McKay's. Star Wars: A New Hope. You might think this is just a special editions. You're wrong. This is a 2-disc version. One with the special edition and one with the original theatrical cut. This is the only Star Wars movie I own. And I'm so happy I own it. They only had this one. They didn't have the rest of them. But I'm not complaining. I need to crack this out because I've actually never seen the theatrical. The Terminal is a pretty solid Spielberg movie. It's nothing amazing. It's pretty solid. Yeah. Oh, Terminator 1. A lot of fun. Great movie. Well, maybe not fun, but it's a really good movie. Terminator 2 is better and did it better, but this one's still really good. Top Gun 1 and 2. Yeah, I picked this one up at a thrift store, and then I think I got that one for Christmas when it first came out. What can I say? Top Gun Maverick's better, though. The Toy Story 1 and 2. Yeah. Oh, this is broken. Oh. Yeah, I might need to get rid of that. Whatever. I'll just buy another one soon. Wayne's World. It's party time. All the time. Just recently rewatched Wayne's World 1. Chef's Kiss. Super underrated. Super overhated, maybe. Wayne's World 2 is a lot of fun, too. Hey. Wait a minute. I said 2. Twice. War of the Worlds, another Spielberg movie. I own a lot of Spielberg, if you can't tell. He's my favorite director of all time. Chris Nolan, it's like there. If the Odyssey's a masterpiece, Nolan might jump above Spielberg, which is kind of scary. Next we have We Are Marshall. If you can't tell, I really like sports movies. I don't know what it is. I love sports. You can see my Vols up there. Go Vols. We lost to Ohio State. Can't believe it. We lost to Arkansas, or not Florida. We lost to Florida in basketball. We Are Marshall. Great movie. This is a new watch. The Wedding Singer. I love this movie. I just saw it, but I love this movie. Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore's chemistry is insane. I really liked this. And the last, wrapping up my DVDs that I've seen, a classic. I used to watch this film every day. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I hate the cover art of this. I need to get a different DVD for this. But it's a masterpiece. What can I say? What can I say, guys? So that wraps up the DVDs I have seen. So let's get into the DVDs I haven't seen. This one's interesting because it's a 4-film collection. One of which I have seen. I watched the first Die Hard this Christmas. I haven't seen the other ones in here. It goes up to Live Free or Die Hard. I heard that one's not great, but we'll see. Sherlock Holmes, I need to watch this one. This is on my 52 so like 52 years and 52 weeks. Yeah, I need to check it out. A River Runs Through It. I started it. I only have like 10 minutes left of this movie. I just need to punch through and finish it. It wasn't that long ago since I started it, so I probably just need to finish it up. North by Northwest, you can see my McKay sticker on there because I can't get it off. Hitchcock, really need to check it out. Another Hitchcock film, Rear Window. I just need to check this out. Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood. Found this one also at a thrift store. Definitely need to check that one out. Superman Collection, I watched the first one. The second one on here is the Richard Donner cut, which I've heard is somewhat better. I want to see the theatrical before I watch the Donner, just so I can compare them. But I'll definitely be watching all of these when the new one comes out. A classic, Citizen Kane. Haven't watched it yet. I've heard it's really good. I've also heard it's overrated, so I guess we'll see. The Last Samurai. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is an amazing movie star, and he's great. This one's interesting. Chaplin. RDJ. I don't know a lot about this movie. All I know is it's about Charlie Chaplin, so I definitely need to watch it. A Few Good Men, another Tom Cruise movie. Yeah. Another Tom Cruise movie, which is Minority Report. Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, Pirates of the Caribbean 4. 3's down here too. A Knight's Tale. Heath Ledger, rest in peace. Yeah, just need to check that one out. Will Smith, I Am Legend. Yeah, I just need to watch all of these sometime. I just need to get through them. Chris Nolan, Memento. Yeah. I've heard this one's a masterpiece. Russell Crowe's A Beautiful Mind. The case is kind of crusty, which is kind of weird. I might need to throw the case away. Or just get a new one. I'm not throwing the case away. But, yeah. So this one's interesting because I've seen the original, but not this cut. The Kingdom of Heaven director's cut. I've heard the director's cut is 10 times better than the original theatrical. Oh, they're all about to fall. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I've heard the theatrical cut's a lot better. Also, the King Baldwin sounds. Okay, yeah. Kingdom of Heaven. I need to check that out. I honestly did not like the theatrical cut, but I'm excited to check it out. The Green Mile. Tom Hanks, not Cruise. Yeah. iRobot. I got this one for free, so I just need to punch through and watch it. John Wick 4. Like I said, haven't watched it yet. The Illusionist. I've heard this one's not great. This is an old Blockbuster DVD, if you can't tell. I've heard this one's not great, but I just need to check it out. Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Dunkirk. Another Nolan. And Tenet. 2 Nolan films that I haven't seen yet. I started Tenet. I just couldn't get into it. I just need to punch through and watch the whole thing. One of the last ones, All the President's Men. I've heard this movie is great. Just need to watch it. And then the last of the Bill Murray movies, Stripes, which I haven't seen yet either. So yeah. A few more here. We have Blade Runner, the final cut. This might be a movie I don't check out the theatrical and just watch this cut. I've heard the director's cut's a little bit better, but I heard they're pretty much the same. Godzilla, 2014. I've heard this one's pretty good. Oppenheimer, another Christopher Nolan movie. I almost own all of his films. I need to get the rest of them. Last over here is Batman Under the Red Hood. Yeah, I just need to watch that. And then 2 VHSs I haven't watched yet are Casablanca and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So yeah. Next, we're going to get into, I have these separated just space-wise, just because they're kind of different. Back to the Future trilogy, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This one has, like, 3 different cuts in it. I think it has, like, the ultimate cut, the theatrical, and the director's. I watched the theatrical first, so I just need to go back and watch the rest of them. The Matrix, of course, great movie. Saving Private Ryan. I really like this one because it's like hard. Yeah, I just like this one. And then the Dark Knight trilogy, of course. This is pretty scuffed up. I need to buy a new version of this, but yeah, it's the Dark Knight trilogy. What can I say? Okay, last, we're going to get into the few 4Ks I own. I need to get more 4Ks. I want to expand on my 4K collection, but this is all I have for now. So, first up, we have The Bad Guys. So, I try to buy 4Ks that I think will look really good on 4K. So, yeah. Footloose, I kind of accidentally bought this, but it's the only Steelbook I own. So, I find that really cool. That's why I still have it. Forrest Gump, I got this for $4, which is a darn bargain. Yeah. Interstellar, it's a masterpiece. The Outsiders, this one's interesting because it's got the theatrical and the complete novel cut, which I need to watch. I might actually watch that tonight. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, amazing. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, amazing. I want to get Across the Spider-Verse on 4K just because I feel like it'll look really good. Thor Ragnarok and The Truman Show. I love this movie so much. I actually got a 4K player for Christmas, so I haven't watched the full movie on there yet, so The Outsiders might be the first one. Well, thank you for joining me in this. Maybe sometime, or maybe next year, you'll see me again do one of these. This video isn't as long as I thought it would be, but I am satisfied. Oh, wait. We are not done yet. We actually have 5 more VHSs. The American President. This movie's really good. Apollo 13. This movie's pretty solid. My friends got me this for my birthday as a joke, and they got this at a free sale. Yeah, if any of you have ever watched this show, it's a show, not a movie, actually. Tell me, because I would like to know, because I've never heard of this. I would like to know if there's people that actually know what this is out there. But yeah. Twister, not as good as Twisters, but yeah. And then The Wizard of Oz. I need to get this one on something different. And then I forgot about a few other things I have. I have Stranger Things. This is the VHS looking set. That's really cool. And then just a couple of other Blu-rays, but y'all really don't care that much, I don't think. So, yeah, thank you for watching this whole thing. I mean, that's crazy. Like, sitting here for 40 minutes just hearing me ramble about DVDs. Make sure to like and subscribe, of course. And I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day, because I'm having a pretty good day. Buddy the Elf says bye. I say bye. So see ya.